This is our submission video for project number 1 for Environmental Design 1600. We are Rob Freeman,
Kristen Butler,
Evan Taylor, Chris Speirs. Our big drawing is penciled in a space using a combination of painted wood and shadow. The site we decided on for the final project was a recently constructed work shed on Evan's family's property. Old dying trees formerly occupied the site, but they were taken down just prior to the shed's construction.
After our initial brainstorming, we thought we wanted to use an image or images of the eye as our guiding visual themes. However, after viewing the 3-inch drawings presented in class, we felt that the eye was a very common theme.
We moved to the idea of using a tree because we wanted to focus more on the idea of the wall as being a product of human environmental intervention and less on the wall as a medium for communicating ideas of ownership, identity, and spatial control, which was the path we felt the eye theme would have led us down.
An early version of the tree theme envisioned us constructing an urban skyline with the wood in the area around the center of the piece, which we were going to leave as a negative space tree. But we rejected this idea because we felt that it was more important for each member of the group to have an avenue for personal expression in the final project.
We decided to define the space of the wall with dead wood found on the property of a group member's house so that we didn't cause further destruction to nature. At the same time, we felt that making a drawing with physical components was more appropriate to a project about space articulation than simply using two-dimensional media to produce an image.
Each of the 4 members of the group assembled one of the 4 corners of the wall using the agreed-upon materials of deadfall, colored spray paint, and copper wire. The bark shaved off the deadfall was collected to be used as mulch in the Taylor family garden in the spring.
The shadow of the tree image on the center of the space was produced using a projection of a piece of driftwood onto the larger wall. We thought that this use of material and image was expressive of human construction being also simultaneously an act of taking away from nature.
Communicating with clarity to the other members of the group what we were thinking was fairly difficult and went the smoothest when we were presenting our ideas with many different drawings and explanations as possible. It was amazing how far we could get in discussing an idea before we realized that we each had completely different conceptions of what we were talking about.
All members of the group were connected by at least 2 degrees of separation before we decided to form the group. We suspect this was probably a good thing in that we were able to maintain better cohesion after arguing over an idea's direction, opposed to a group that didn't know each other at all. On the other hand, perhaps we would have been more clear and careful in presenting our ideas to each other if we did know each other beforehand. We found it extremely challenging to follow through with developing and pushing our ideas with 4 people in the group. We found that miscommunication was very common.
After completion of this assignment, we've updated our design playbooks. We've learned to approach future briefs with more of an open perspective and to think and design with an enhanced focus on thinking outside of the box.